Surprise, surprise, surprise. I'm gonna wait for a few people to get on here and then I'll start jabbering, I guess. Are we still there? Yeah, I think we're still there. I like exited out of it for a second. Let's more people get in here. Like 11 people. That way I don't have to keep answering the same stuff over and over. Oh, I got here late. Well, everyone's late because this is a surprise. Yes, it is my birthday. I'm 45 years old today. But I don't feel it, so that's good. Yeah, I don't feel 45. Strange though. So yeah, let's see who's all on here. We got Vault, Vegas Jaden, Joe Digert, Mike Triple Flab. One of these days I'll get that right. LB, Joe Fisher, Julie Gayhart Jester, Lindy Hackert, Steve-O, Simple Man, One, Tammy Daffron. I'll be back. Vegas Jaden says I'll be back on the 18 next spring. Gonna give her another shot. That's awesome. Mike Mahaney, what's up? Brandy Acker, Brian Morian, Mike Wired, Philip Holly. Yeah, thanks for all the birthday wishes. Appreciate it. Blazing Bakers. Wild card. This is great. Bunch of people that wanted to be in here. James Lamb. What's up, buddy? How's things going back in Sturgis? Hopefully good. Bartman Outdoors. What's happening? Ray. Skip James. Skip and Donna. Thanks for dinner tonight. Appreciate it. Hiking with Hank. So, yeah, I figured I'd get on here and go live, and there's a few things I kind of want to talk about since I don't think I'm ever going to get around to making a video on them. I might as well just talk about them on a live. Like the difference between my hammock and my tent. What do I prefer? The pros and cons. So we'll get into that today. I'm going to try to keep it like under an hour. It's going to be hard, but we're going to try. And I got a birthday gift I want to open up too. From, well, I'll show you in a minute. Choppers here. That's awesome. Bartman Endpoint 7. That's cool. Hope you guys are having fun. The whites. It's the most beautiful spot of the trail. It's tough, but it's worth it. Okay. So I guess we'll go over the present I got. I got it a while ago, but I decided to wait till I did a live to open it up, and just so happens to be my birthday, so it's like a little birthday present, which is good. Okay, so we'll go over some backpacks. I was gonna bring all my backpacks in here from like all of my hikes and go through all of them, but I'm not gonna do that. I'll just run you down. So in 2012, I used the Go Light Pursuit backpack. I don't have it with me right now. It's over at Skip's house. But it's like a 2-pound backpack. And my first hike, I didn't really know, these cottage gear companies even existed. So it's kind of nice to get out on trail and actually see that this stuff is around and you can buy it, because when you've never hiked before and you try to buy ultra lightweight gear, you're still not going to really get to the cottage companies like you should. I think you got to go out and trail and see all this stuff, and then you're like, oh, nice, so yeah. In 2012 I used the Go Light Pursuit. 18 I used the Gossamer Gear Kumo. I have all these packs except for my first one from Light AF. So 12, Go Light Pursuit. 18, the Gossamer Gear Kumo. 19 was the Gossamer Gear Murmur. Yeah, it's a Murmur, the lightest one they make. No shoulder padding at all, nothing like that. And then 19 southbound, I went back to my Gossamer Gear Kumo until I met up with Light AF around New York area, I think it was, when they came out and hooked me up with a fanny pack. And then I tried on a pack, and after that, I'm like, I've always wanted a Dyneema pack. So I finished that year with a Light AF pack, and that was a Dyneema one. I actually gave that pack away to the website guy, Swat Sullivan. Thank you so much for doing my website. And yeah, so I gave him that pack so he could try it out, and then he liked it, so I just said keep it. But I do have every other pack besides that one. And then, so let's just run down through them. This is a Dyneema pack. I started out with Dyneema from Light AF. It's hard to even find Dyneema anymore, to be honest. This was my favorite backpack of all time. The American flag Dyneema backpack. This is 35 liters. And this is, I'm about ready to retire this one. I've wore it so much, I've got a lot of miles on this pack. And it's starting to like, I don't know if you can see it. It's kind of like wearing thin by the star, just a little bit. But yeah, I love using this pack. I'm just going to retire it, I think. I don't really know what to do with it, but I'm not getting rid of this one. I love this pack. Just because this pack was like the first custom printed pack I ever got from Light AF, and it's pretty awesome. So there's that one. And then from Dyneema with Light AF, then we went to X-Pack, a material. So they made me this backpack too. This is X-Pack's material. I think it smells like I got a lot of miles on it, but I really don't have too many miles on this one. I think I did maybe half the hike with this backpack, and then they hooked me up with, see, they like to have me test out their new material just to see how it's going to go. So, you know, they don't want to put anything on the market that's junk. So yeah, Dyneema, X-Packs. And then they went with Ultra 200. This is a nice little pack. Ultra 200 is pretty durable. I like this stuff, but it just feels, I like the feel of Dyneema. But I do like the Ultra 200. It's good stuff. It held up really nice. And then from the Ultra 200, we jumped to Ultra 100. This material, Ultra 100, I don't really know. It comes delaminated after about 1,300 miles. And they're well aware of it. That's why they don't sell packs made out of Ultra 100 anymore. And then, so they gave me this, they gave me this day pack too, this 20 liter day pack, just a regular pack off their website. I think he gave this to me last year at Trail Days. I haven't really used this thing, to be honest. This is pretty much brand new. I might have took it on one day hike, but even a 20 liter for a day hike is just way too big for me. So I don't really know what this one is. I don't really like the feel of it. It's all flimsy, but it is a nice pack. It fits the same as all their other packs. I'm kind of a backpack snob now, I guess. It's not my fault. You can blame Light AF. No, I love them guys. And then at Trail Days this year, they gave me this 35 liter just to like beat up. They said, I really didn't need this pack, but he's like, here, just take it out, beat it up, do whatever, give it away, whatever you want to do with it. So I used this on the Foothills Trail. It rode the same as, so this is like their cheapest pack you can get. In stock, no bells and whistles. I mean, it does have all the bells and whistles. It does have the bottom pocket, it does have shoulder strap pockets. But to be honest, in this pack, it kind of sounded like somebody was following me for like miles. It made this weird, maybe it was just these little plastic things like banging into my water bottle or something. I'm not really sure. But I tried wrapping them up. It still is making a noise, like somebody was like right behind me. So I always thought somebody was behind me. So I'm like, checking behind me all the time. But yeah, all these packs, I mean, I like all of them. I do have a few too many, but I don't even think I could give these away because they stink pretty bad. And there's like 3 of them I think for sure I would keep. I don't know what I'm doing. I got a lot of gear that I don't really use anymore, but I like to collect these ones now. I don't know why. Anywho, my birthday present package, if you can guess the theme, Light AF. So they sent me this for the pack to use this year. It's a 30-liter custom printed EPLX 200. It's made out of 100% recycled material. It's got a bonded film on the inside so they can seam tape it. So they're going to tell you it's nothing's waterproof. But I'm pretty confident this thing's going to be pretty watertight. That Dyneema one I had, this American flag one. So the Dyneema tape sticks really good to the inside. They taped all the seams. I mean, their Dyneema tape at Light AF is like the best Dyneema tape I've ever seen. And they taped all these seams. And when I was in Connecticut at John Miller's house, I actually filled this thing all the way up with water. I didn't pick it up by the shoulder straps. I picked it up by the top of the backpack. But I like full of water, picked it up, and it wasn't even leaking water. So I'm confident in their tape, and I know I still use a pack liner, of course. Who doesn't? But all right, let's open this new one up. It's a birthday present for me. I'm calling it because I waited till my birthday to open it. All right. Yeah, be careful. You don't want to cut the pack. Okay, so I have a feeling I'm going to love this pack because we talked about like what kind of pattern I wanted printed. And if everybody knows my favorite backpack, the American flag one, well, I also have an American flag quilt from UGQ Quilts. It's the Bandit. They custom printed an American flag on my quilt for me too. It's, instead of red, white, and blue, it's black, gray, and white. And I loved that color pattern they did on my quilt. So when I was talking to Chris at Trail Days, I'm like, man, I really kind of want another American flag backpack. But I don't want it red, white, and blue this time. I want it gray, black, and white. So let's see what he came up with. Oh, and he made me a matching fanny pack too, as always. Gotta be matching, I guess. Oh, you want to see? Let's see the fanny pack first. Oh, and something fell out. Oh, yeah. I forgot. I asked Mort, works for Light AF, if he could put in a couple of these Dyneema pieces of tape for me. And he did. Thank you, Mort, for remembering that. I love the Dyneema tape. Okay, check it out. Let me fluff out the fanny pack so it looks a little better. I like this. I have a feeling the pack is going to look excellent. So this is my new fanny pack. Ooh, there's a star right there. And my fanny packs are a little bit different than most people's fanny packs because they do a little something special for me. All their fanny packs got this pocket right here, but I have them sew on a bottom stretchy pocket on the bottom of my fanny pack so I can just shove my trash in there and it stays in there so nice. So yeah, it's got the bottom pocket and the side pocket. Inside is pretty much, oh, you know what? This is different as well. Look at this. So usually it's just one big open pocket, but if you can tell, they put me a divider one in the back. I've never seen that before. I like that little extra thing to separate all your junk from maybe your important stuff. I know. This is nice. Oh yeah. Fanny pack. Thank you, Light AF. And you guys always nail it right on the money. They got a new mesh on here. This is it's a really thick. I think this is the ultra mesh. I've never had the ultra mesh before, but I don't think it stretches as much, but I think I'm gonna like it. All my packs got the bottom pocket on it. Here, let's just do the rundown. My packs are always pretty much made the same way as far as the shoulder straps go. I don't ever have a pocket put on this shoulder strap because that's where my phone pocket goes. And they always put me a stretchy one on this one, which is great. Sternum strap, I'm going to lose that. I don't use sternum straps, so that's going to go bye-bye. I don't use a hip belt either. Oh, and they did put a couple extra things on this pack for me too, which is awesome. Let me just show you. I don't know if it's going to be easy to show you or not, but... So on the side of the pack here, let me just open this thing back up. Ooh, I like this material. It almost feels like Dyneema. And I love my Dyneema pack. This thing's nice. It's like a... yeah, it is. It's got a bonded film on it, so the tape's going to stick excellent to that. Man. Quality of these packs is just... they're amazing. All the stitching is like spot on. Okay, anyway. So on the side of my backpack, see this pocket here? They put a big pocket on the side for me on both sides. So I can put my tent stakes in there. If you had tent poles, you could probably put your tent poles in there. I don't know, I'd probably still put them in my water bottle holder. See both sides. They gave me the ultra mesh pockets, which I'm digging that. I wish it was kind of big enough for my cook stove, but or my cook pot, but no, this would be perfect for stakes and hammock straps and all that good stuff. Yeah, I like this material. See, I got it wrote down because I knew I'd never remember it. EPLX 200. Feels better than Dyneema. It's like a... it's hard to explain. I don't know if my camera's going to pick it up. Doesn't look like it is. Look at that. Boom. Stars and stripes. Ooh, I like this one. Man, I can't say thank you enough to Light AF for everything they do for me. It's pretty amazing. And this pack, I can't wait to rock this pack. So nice. What a great birthday present. I'm so glad I waited to like really open this up and start feeling on it. Man. Oh, this is 30 liter too. I don't know if I said that or not. I almost bumped back up to a 35 liter just so I could carry more food, so I could go farther between town stops. But I went to a 30. I think I'll be just fine. Even with that 30, I'm all the way rolled down to the shoulder straps. So if I did, I just don't like the way it looks when it's like way up above your head. Plus, I think it'd throw you off balance a little bit, but I don't know. Thank you so much, Light AF. I appreciate you guys more than you know. This is so awesome. I can't wait to put this one through the ringer and let you guys know about this material next. Man, I love testing out material for these guys. I mean, really, how could you not when they send you like this baller pack like this? I mean, thank you, Light AF. I love you guys so much. I could sit here and talk about Light AF all day, but I'm not going to. But everybody knows that I love Light AF. Okay, anyways, if they didn't give me these packs, I would still buy packs from Light AF. That's all I'm saying. They didn't make me do a video. They didn't ask me to do a video. They never asked me to talk about their stuff. Nothing. They are not, no pressure on me at all to talk about anything. And for me to like, hey, I'll go buy Light AF. And I'm not telling anybody to go buy anything. I'd try out what works for you, best for you. And I'd definitely give Light AF a little try at least. Because it might not work out, but who knows? At least you got a sweet looking pack. Okay. That's all done. That's good. How long did that take? 19, 20 minutes? It's not bad. It's not bad at all. Yeah, let me get a drink here. So I did work all day on my birthday, which kind of felt good to just like get my mind off my birthday. As I'm getting older, I kind of dread the birthdays. All right. Let me go back here and catch up on some of these comments. Maybe. Heat Doty's here. Okay, I think we're close enough. Ricky Surgeon, Wildcard Nate. Speaking of tents, what's the name of the tent you were talking about last year? Inexpensive, do you remember? Been wanting to ask. No, it's not inexpensive, and I've never tried it, but it looks really cool. The Durston tent looks really nice. I don't know any specs on it or nothing. I just walked by one time, and I'm like, ooh, I kind of like that. But they are expensive. I haven't really looked at weight or anything because, well, we'll get to that here in a minute. Rental Unicorn just stopped by to say, hey, happy birthday. Camped out in Vermont. Sucky Wi-Fi, but happy birthday. Yeah, Wi-Fi in Trail's tricky. Duke Shelton, hope you have a happy birthday. Thank you. Whitney Bignell, happy birthday. Rocket, I'm definitely going Light F next year. You know, like I say, they don't want me to do these videos, probably. I don't know. They don't ever ask me to do them. It's great. Michael Downs, what's your opinion on Gregory packs? I was looking at them at Cabela's today. They're like an Osprey, I guess. They're going to be heavier. I'm done with framed packs. I'll probably never go back to a framed pack until maybe I'm older or something. When I go back to trekking poles, maybe I'll go back to a framed pack. I don't really know. But Gregory and Osprey, it's not for me anymore. My first pack was like a kind of framed pack. But they're going to be heavier. Jason Dennison, happy birthday. Heading to the Whites for 3 nights Wednesday. Nice. Roman Rick. Wildcard says I'm spoiled. Yeah, Light Apps really does spoil me. I love them guys, man. They're great. Lost with Lobes. So, Lost with Lobes, everybody, he gave me this really awesome blown glass like necklace with an AT sign on it. Man, he gave it to me at Trail Days. I love that thing. Thank you so much, Lost with Lobes, for making that and for giving it to me, man. I appreciate that. I got it in my nightstand right now. I was going to bring it out here, but I totally forgot. Time was creeping away. But I appreciate it. I love that thing. Nice pack. Them guys hooked you up, man. Definitely going to get me one over the winter. Enjoy the rest of your birthday. Pack and fanny pack. Yeah. Jester says it's perfect. Smiley says, hey, what's up, Mad Rat and Smiley? Cozy Man says he's got underwear older than me. Might be time for some new underwear. Dolly Sides is a secret. Don't tell him about that. That's funny. I've heard good things about Dolly Sides. Michael Downs, thanks for input. I'm trying to get outfitted with the right stuff. You want to keep your backpack probably under 2 pounds, man. I don't know. Everyone's like, oh, this don't weigh that much. This don't weigh that much. This don't weigh that much. Yeah, but when you get a bunch of stuff that don't weigh that much, it adds up. Jason doesn't see my comment about the Hawk motorcycle Vermont on trail. No, but I saw it in, I think it was Wild's video. He did something about it. Like, oh, this is how Hawk's going so fast. It's hilarious. Hiking with Hank. Any hikes coming up in the works? Yeah, there's definitely a hike coming up in the works. For sure. Yeah, the AT southbound. I'm just gonna leave it a little later than I thought originally. Not a big deal. It'll probably be around 3rd week of July, 1st week of August before I start. Um, just because I still got a couple more weeks worth of work here, and I would kind of like to run my van to Michigan real quick just to hang out with a couple old friends that I haven't seen in a while. Um, so I'd like to go there for a weekend and then come back here and then head up to Maine. Um, that's my plan. Like I say, it doesn't matter to me. The latest I've left is August 20th. Of course, I don't want to leave that late. But even if it's August 1st, I'm okay with that. I'm still fine with that. Yeah. That way I get more of the fall colors up north, I think. I don't know. Yeah, I'm just not it's get my ride lined up and everything and the work on the house just didn't all quite jive together for the 4th of July weekend, but that's fine. What's another couple weeks, to be honest? It doesn't really matter. Um, yeah. So that's what my plan is, like the 14th, somewhere in there, 14th, 15th, 16th, leave Alberton and then head up to Maine and then we'll go from there. So, yeah. Okay. Nicodemus Nicky, I've struggled to keep my pack under 35 pounds for distance hikes. Yeah, most people, my first hike, I was around 30, 32, 35 pounds the whole way. And then to be honest, you just got to spend more money for lighter gear. And I don't ever carry more than 3 days of food, 4 days of food. So that will never bump me up that much. I try to keep it around 2-3 days of food, to be honest. But yeah, if you want to get a light, unfortunately, you got to spend a bunch of money to get this lightweight gear. That's how people get their pack weights so light. I mean, really, the lighter it is, everything is, the lighter your whole pack is. So if you can get everything the lightest you can get that you're comfortable with using it, then that's how you're going to get your pack the lightest you possibly can. You just got to spend the money on the light stuff if you want it. I mean, you don't need that, but if that's what you're looking for, it's just going to cost money. X mid, yeah, I think that might be it. The Durston X mid, I'm pretty sure. Like I say, they're expensive, but any Dyneema pack or any Dyneema shelter that's gonna be lightweight is not cheap. Look at Z-Packs prices on their tents. I mean, Hyperlight tents. Although I don't know, I would like to try the X mid or whatever it is, the one person Durston it is. But I just have a problem spending that kind of money for it. Jason Denison, see how the black bear mauled a 66-year-old in the woods in Arizona? No, I did not see that. Linda Hecker says, what's my average pack weight these days? I try not to ever go over like 25 pounds. Usually I'm hovering around 20s. Yeah, 20 pounds. Usually that's comfortable. I mean, I could go lighter. I'll never go as light as I did in 19 going northbound. That was the lightest my pack's ever been. And ever since then, I just keep adding more weight to it to carry things that I want instead of, and at 19, when I went super light, I sacrificed a lot of comforts. But and then I started adding them back onto my pack after 2019. Like, oh, well, ain't that much weight. As long as I keep under 30, I'm fine. I mean, people do it with heavy packs all the time, so it's all about like how far you want to go or how fast you want to go, or that's when you're gonna have to start watching your weight on your pack when you're starting to do bigger stuff. I guess I don't really know. Yeah, they do look nice. Those tents, wild card. Julie Gayhart Jester, which alters did you decide on? I'm not gonna switch my shoes. I tried out the Mont Blancs, Ultra Mont Blancs. I tried those out on the Foothills Trail, and I did 40 miles with Skip in them. They're a nice shoe. I like the lacing, the boa lacing, where you just like spin a dial and it like tightens right around your foot, like super nice. But for the price of those, I can't see myself doing a hike in those. I'll probably start off in those ones, but the padding isn't as good as the Ultra Olympus. And I've got 3 pair of Olympus 4s, I think, maybe 2 pair. And those Olympus, or the Ultra Mont Blancs. So I got 3 pair of shoes lined up already. And I think what I'll do when I need another pair is just buy the, I don't think I can get Olympus 4s anymore. Maybe I'll just go to the Olympus 5s. I haven't tried the 5s out yet, but that's what's out right now. And that's, people say they like them. So the padding's there, and I've never really had a problem with Ultras. It's all in how much padding you want, to be honest, is which Ultra I would choose. I like the most padding you can get, so Olympuses is where I run. But those Mont Blancs, those are good too. I mean, I like those. They're just expensive. $210 for a pair of shoes that you're gonna take out the AT and like destroy in like a month. Seems kind of ridiculous. So, I mean, the Ultra Olympuses aren't much cheaper either. So, you know, what do you do? Okay, let me see here. X Mid 1 Pro is best. $600 I spent. So, yeah, same as Z Packs. Jason Dennis says, so where's your coffee table book for the best places in each state? Ooh, that's a good idea. Make a coffee table book out of it. I can't read this comment. Oh, it's so weird. Clarks Valley Road, PA. If anyone's around PA, stop by, hang out. I can't see the rest of it. Oh well. My comments are all weird. Oh well, oh well. Oh yeah. So we want to talk about, before I forget to even bring it up, tent versus hammock. In my opinion, of what I'm going to use my hammock this year. I think I'm pretty positive, unless, so most people don't know this either. This is crazy. So a couple months ago, I was working in this house over here. I was prying up the floor. Is stuck down pretty bad. So, like, prying, and it gave away, and I fell, and I had busted myself all up, and I tore my rotator cuff. I'm pretty sure I did. It's been 2 months now, and it's still not quite right. Like, yeah, there's like a catch in there, and it's just, when I get to my water bottle pockets and my backpack, it's even hard for me to reach back to do that, which usually on a lot of F-packs is a piece of cake. But since I've torn my rotator cuff, I'm pretty sure that's what I did. I don't know. I still can't really like lift anything like this or like push too much like that. So when I was on the Foothills Trail, I took my hammock, and sleeping at night, man, it's like, it seemed like it was just pushing my shoulder, and I couldn't really get comfortable in my hammock for the first time in a long time. And it was like making me nervous that I'm not gonna be able to take my hammock on this hike. And I'm gonna start off with it. I might not finish with it because of the shoulder, but we'll see. I really would like to stick with my hammock, because for me, I love my tent. Don't get me wrong. It's the lightest possible way you can go. If you get the Z, like I was using the Z-Packs Plexamid, so you can't really buy a tent with a bug net any lighter than that. And I loved my Plexamid. I mean, I used that thing for 4 through hikes, probably 4 through hikes. Yeah, I think it was 4. Anyways, I went through 2 of the Plexamids, so I bought another one, and now I got an Ultra. Well, I got access to an Ultraplex, and I still have my Plexamid. But as far as being comfortable at camp, my hammock's got it won, man. Like, as soon as I set up my hammock at camp, I have a chair, and it's a comfortable chair. And if I pull the back of my hammock up, it's like a backrest. I can sit there and I can edit, and my knees aren't all like crouching down to get in my tent. I I just see the only cons about the hammock for me is the weight, to be honest, because a hammock, man, you can set up camp pretty much anywhere. And maybe you're not going to set up on these balds, which kind of is a bummer, but you could always cowboy camp on the bald or just set your tarp up and lay underneath the tarp. Or, you know, set your tarp up and lay your hammock so you still got a bug net. You're laying on your hammock. Yeah, it's probably not a good idea, but you could still have a bug net. Be like, anyways, I do love my Plexmid. I just don't like the fact that I got to sit right in the middle of it to like sit up, and when I'm laying down, I'm, you know, either laying down or you're sitting right in the middle of it. And it's not the most comfortable getting up and down, to be honest. And, you know, when it's raining and you slam down your tarp, you pack it up, it's wet until you get it out and dry it. I mean, it's holding moisture inside, outside, everything's wet. Whereas with my hammock, you know, I just like, I'm underneath my tarp, even if it's raining, I'm packing my hammock up underneath my massive tarp. So the rain coverage on my hammock is, you can't beat the coverage you get with a, you know, 11-foot Dyneema tarp. I mean, you can have a party under there. You can have, not even set your hammock up, you can have like 4 people under there and everybody's dry. You ain't doing that with a Plexmid, and you got to set it up super duper fast or you're going to get it. Yeah, it's going to be torrential wet inside. Then you got to chamois it out. And I'm not saying I'm never going to go back to my tent, but as far as comfort and like being able to just set up pretty much anywhere, I think I'm going to stick with a hammock on the AT. I just like the fact that I can set that big tarp up and I'm out of the rain, you know? It's like instant, it's like a pavilion you're under, you know what I mean? It's nice. And then when I'm at camp and there's no logs or anything to sit on, and you just sit in your hammock. It's comfortable. And, you know, you kick your shoes off, you don't have to bend over to like get out of your tent. I don't know. It's heavier. That's the only issue. It's heavier. And nobody wants to carry more weight usually. And there's no way that you can get a hammock. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care what anybody says. You're not going to get a hammock as light as a Plexmid. There's no way. There's no way. It's always going to be heavier. And it takes more time to set up. I mean, it's not like just like, whew, slam some stakes in the ground and raise that pole. You know, it's not that easy. It takes a little bit more time to set up and take down. But the coverage, you can't beat. I've never been wet in my hammock. Never had condensation touch my hammock. The way I set my tarp up, like, you're not even touching, the tarp may have condensation. That's fine. But it's not touching the bug net. It's not touching the hammock. My hammock's never been wet. I've never had to like in my tent, you'd have to sop up water, wring it out, sop up water, condensation. You just can't get away with it with a single wall tent. You're going to have it. Now, as with the tarp, you really don't even get no condensation because the wind, the air movement in there is unreal. So, yeah, for right now, I'm sticking with my hammock until I go out west. Of course, I'm not going to take a hammock out west. I'm going to take my tent out there. But starting off the AT, I'm going my hammock until my shoulder, my rotator cuffs. Hopefully, it'll be good by then. It's like another month. So that'd be like, 3 months to heal to where I can. I'm still having problems sleeping at night. Like, just so sore in there. But I knew if I went and had surgery on it, my hiking season was over. So I'm not going to have surgery on it. I'm just going to deal with it. And if I have to change to my tent again, I will do that. But right now, I'm going to start off my hammock. All right, that was good. I think I got it. I wouldn't have said any more in my video. I don't think. Oh, and my hammock actually only takes 4 tent stakes, whereas my Plexmid took 6 at least. I mean, you could do it with 5, but you really need 6. It's nice to have 8 with the Plexmid. So 8 tent stakes is what I was carrying when I carried the Plexmid, whereas my tarp, I'm only 4 stakes, that light AF tarp. Oh, and if people are wondering what kind of hammock I use Dutch Wear Chameleon hammock with the Light AF Dyneema tarp. They don't make that tarp anymore, so don't call Light AF trying to get that tarp. They just don't make it. They can't keep up with the backpacks, let alone make tarps for everybody. So they did me a favor. I bought the material and they did me a favor and sewed it all up. Or they didn't even sew it, actually. It's all bonded. There's no sewing, just on my corners. They're sewed reinforcements. That's the only place it's sewn. Everything else is bonded with tape, or however they do that. Heat, I don't really know. Iron it. Okay. Phew. My comments are so weird right now. I can't even. It's like they're like overlaying each other. So strange. 1D said might be a torn labrum in your shoulder. I don't know what it is, but man, it's been a long, slow road to, like, I wouldn't even say recovery, because it's still not. I'm still not 100%. That's my right. That's my best arm, like my right-handed. So, whew, it's tough. I can't read these comments. They're like overlaid. I don't really know how to fix it. Whoa. Hammock equals chair, lounge, canopy. I mean, it really does. But it's a weight penalty. You're not. It's gonna weigh more for sure. It's gonna weigh more. I can't read these comments. So what I think I'm gonna do, I think I'm just gonna talk a little bit more since I can't read. They're like all overlaid. Like, I don't know what the deal is with them. Somebody said, thanks for sharing a foothills hike. And then all I can read in this other one is like, in polish for your birthday, bro. Yeah, see, Katie's here. Hey, Katie. Yep, I can't read these comments, so that's kind of a good thing. Well, not for you guys, but for me it is, because I can get off this thing quicker and not have an hour-long live. So yeah, I got a couple more weeks to work on this house. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the drywaller going in here. And then while he's going, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to be at a standstill here for a second. So I think I'm going to run to Michigan real quick for like a weekend. Come back here, make sure the drywall guy's doing what he's supposed to be doing. And I can feel comfortable leaving. And then we'll head out sometime after July 14th. So that's the plan. My ride can't go till the 14th unless I feel like driving this van up there and having Katie follow me around in this van. That's the only way. And I really don't want to take this van on trailheads right away. Especially the AT trailheads. Oh, I'd like to take it out west before I start beating up on trailheads. All right, let me see if I can read any of these again. And we will... yeah, I can't really read any of these. I'm going to read a little bit of them. Not much. Yeah. Katie is in Maine. She left like last week, I think. Yeah, it's been about a week. Been a long week without Katie. But anyways, she's up in Maine, and then I'm going to head up as soon as I can, I guess. I just got to make sure all my ducks are in a row here in Alberton before I bust out. So, yeah, that's going to be a wrap on this video since I can't read any of these comments, which kind of sucks because I'd like to be reading them. But I want to give a huge, huge shout out to Light AF, as always, for taking good care of me and giving me such a baller pack to wear this year. Thank you guys so much, everybody over there at Light AF. I love you guys. And, yeah, hopefully I've answered some of your questions about the hammock and the tarp, or the hammock and the tent. I'm not saying anything bad. I like my tent. It's just trickier to find spots. You got a chair with your hammock. It's all in how comfortable you want to be out there. And I'm kind of wanting to be comfortable. I don't care if it weighs another pound. Comfort to me is like, let's do it. So yeah, I think that's pretty much all that I've got up in my little noggin right now. And I think I'll go I think I'll go live one more time, or I'll do a video before I go. Before I go up to Maine, I'll let everybody know what's going down, or I'll do shorts on my way up there. I'll do something. Might be a couple weeks before you guys hear a video from me, or maybe I'll do a video of my little road trip back to my hometown since I haven't been there in 3 years. Yeah, I just want to go back and see what it's like again. I don't want to move back there for sure, never, ever, ever. But I do got a couple friends I want to go say hi to, and see what's changed since I've been gone. Anyways, that's it. I can't read comments. I can't read them. They're all just blurry, like overlaid over each other. So you can't see nothing. Anywho, darn YouTube messing up the program. Or not YouTube. I hope you guys had a great, great day. And I will touch back as soon as I get a solid date that I'm going to leave Alberton. And then I'll be in contact with you guys probably more than you'd like. So enjoy the time away from me while you get it, because it's going to be a little overwhelming when I come back on here. Alrighty, guys. Great talking with you guys, and have a great, great night.